black man, life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get away with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
General Thunderbar, 6th year. Right now we at the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I'm with my main man, Captain Bahama, and he was telling me about Paul's policy. The Paul's policy.
And you know, we look at it all the time. It's about how the earth makes it uncomfortable for men to be just openly masculine and straight. Why? Because so much alternative lifestyle being pushed out here, making us uncomfortable. Right. So that Paul's policy is just our way of standing our ground against the oppression that movement puts on us as being straight men with love with it.
In other words, they're trying to make us feel the same about like the woman, loving women, married women, just being a man, trying with them. So they try to make us feel that's what we need. We need that in the black community. Check it out.
I'm the Bahama, and I support the Paul's policy.
I definitely support it. This is General Thunderbar. Yo, ISUPK, I'm the Commander General Yaha.
I'm Captain Contazine, letting you know we support the pause policy. All that gay shit, no Diddy. You heard?
My name is Captain Ariah, coming to you live from North Carolina, and I support the pause policy.
I jumping on the line. I ain't supporting the community. We're there about the support the cause. Check us out. You know, round table trill. We're looking heavy information about supporting the cause.
Pause policies in full effect. No thing, my niggas. You already know. You know what they say.
Yo, I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
America KKK, land of the good smokers, home of the slaves, and I'm just trying to be great. Tell me, how can I live with this drama every day? I'm a light, I'm a beam in this darkness. It seems that real life is a nightmare. Can I live my dreams on this earth? Since I was young, I realized I had a destiny bigger than the fiction that disguises what was best for me. Better than the hate and all the lies that be the death of me. As of late, since we've been hypnotized since elementary, thought it was my skin, but studied something that was new to me. They hate me because of what my ancient ancestors used to be. Healers, teachers, deities, not all of them were kings and queens. Our nature was natural, not supernatural. Now they call it magic and voodoo, that shit ain't practical. All the roots connected, always more to learn of that, you know. Don't let the shit go over your head. Same snakes up in the garden, but the skin just shed. They'll always try to convince you that it's all in your head. Just know you gotta do better before you hit your bed. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they don't wanna see us win. Trying to kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin. Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin.
Yeah.
Can I live?
They say my rhymes cause too much excitement, ride incitement, shit. Well, there's no indictments when my kinfolk get murdered by white men. Dark skin, light skin, divided and blinded. So we beef with each other, our brothers, rather than fight them. Fuck all that silence, it's time to get shit ignited. I ain't my way, little nigga. I ain't taking shit from no tars. And ain't no motherfucking nation got freedom from marching, begging for portions. Niggas ain't signing no parchments, big payback. You crackers got red in your margins. Why? They broke every treaty, slaughtered the buffalo, and then they set fire to teepees. They carved their face in mountains, but we go to jail for graffiti. We fought for this country, they gave us syphilis at Tuskegee. We been getting robbed, yeah, we're the ones who stay behind bars. They take all our money, but they ain't wanna give us no jobs. Wasn't supposed to make it, but we stayed defying the odds. It's like we really only living off the grace of our God. Can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed in my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? Yo, can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed on my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
Even when Moses came to get the children of Israel, right? He came to get the children of Israel. He still had to tell them, God is going to build you a place flowing with milk and honey. And they had to fight their own soul to have enough faith to get there. And many of us died. Many of us died in our lack of faith, our lack of, right or wrong. Many of us died never holding on with enough strength to the Father to say, I'm committed and I'm not turning back. But the ones that did, they went to the kingdom of heaven. They watched miracles happen. They watched the nation be born out of the ground where it was impossible to do. The terror, when you read them scriptures, man, and you read the terror that was on those Israelites when that Egyptian army came down after them, that Egyptian, and they do just what people do. They do just what people do. The minute that Egyptian army came down on them, he turned their back on them.
Northeast Ohio.
What's going on, Israel? You understand? Tune in to Ton of Pressure Podcast.
Shalom. Yahal Bashem Yahshua, Barakatah, and Yahweh Shemar Bashem Yahshua. Thank you again. We here with another episode. We at episode 18. Ton of Pressure Podcast. You understand? Look, we the host right here. I'm Prison Officer 5000 Zaquan, and we have
Officer 1000 Rapayala.
Officer Canania 500. Midwest AG 1000 in front of the books because I'm smart.
You know, look, we here again. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate all the support that we have, that we get from you guys. That just pumps us up every week for us to come and do this thing, man. You understand? And I know, look, there's a lot of other podcasts out there, but we appreciate y'all for taking the time out y'all busy days and y'all busy schedules to come check us out. You understand? Right. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, we only pray that we continue to get that support from you guys. All right? Anything anybody want to say?
Shout out to Stitch by 9. Just some excellent work out there, man. Go
That's right.
See her portfolio, man.
That's right.
She got a lot to offer out there.
Right.
And if I could, Ton of Pressure Podcast merch coming very soon.
Yeah. That's right.
So 18.
That's right. You want to say something, Rapa?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. So look, without further ado, we about to get into it. All right. So
see what kind of shenanigans white people have been up to this week.
White people are always up to some diabolical stuff. I was upstairs watching some crime TV one night, and these 3 white guys, they had some females over there at the hotel, at a upscale hotel, right? So I'm watching the thing. So I guess after a whole night full of debauchery and cocaine, you know, so the girls leave, hop in the Uber and take off. They end up, the guys end up getting into an argument up there over some cocaine. So they end up killing one of the white guys up there. So they killed them. So they wait till nighttime because they had an upscale hotel, right? So what they did was they pushed his body over the fourth. They was on the 4th floor, so they pushed his body over the 4th floor. One of the guys backed the car up to where he's gonna drop and put his body in the truck, and no one seen it. So I'm like, man, just how diabolical these people is. Man. This is
so carefree. You know, some white people are just walking their dog or skipping in the park. Other white people are just walking bodies into a trunk right out on the front street.
Right.
Other white people are shooting up their schools.
Yeah.
You know, it's such variety we get.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I want to say, that movie, The Hangover, is very true when it comes to white people.
Yeah.
They do all kind of drugs and then wake up the next morning wondering what happened.
Right, like nothing happened. That's diabolical, man. All right, so look, we about to go ahead and get into the first topic, first video. Give me 1 second, Salakia. Just got a little technical difficulties. All right, here we go. All right, y'all see this? So it says, crazy former hero cop who's facing charges for allegedly raping
or sexual assaulting, Salaki. Look, they took us off Instagram last week.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful how we word things, y'all. So crazy former hero cop who's facing charges for allegedly sexually assaulting his biological daughter and sexually assaulting his adopted daughters is out on bail, while his ex-wife is locked up for refusing court-mandated reunification therapy.
Welcome to America.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm about to read a little bit of the article real fast. So it says a retired Colorado officer previously deemed a hero for his efforts in the 2012 Aurora movie theater shooting is facing 6 criminal charges for sexually assaulting his biological daughter when she was 6 and abusing his other kids. Meanwhile, his ex-wife has been sent to jail for refusing therapy meant to reunify the family. His name is Michael Hawkins, 55 years old, was hit with 6 felony counts for sexually assaulting a child, along with misdemeanor for child abuse, which allegedly took place from 2002 to 2021.
It's just a misdemeanor for about 20 years of child abuse.
Michael is also accused of molesting his 2 stepdaughters from his ex-wife, and nearly drowning one of their sons by holding him underwater until he was unconscious in 2018.
See, you attacked us, and it would have been chaos with us. But for them, white people, or I said, them classic people, it's only a misdemeanor.
Right.
It's on a misdemeanor.
If it was a brother that got hit with these charges, that cop would have shot him.
Yes. Shit. What the fuck?
And furthermore, he would have been charged and been in prison by now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the wife going to jail for refusing the reunification of a predator, basically.
And,
Right.
and that's that actually kind of breaks some of the. I can't remember if this is still like the mandate in court, or if that's just sanctioned for certain states. But like how the victim of an assault does not have to face the accused in court. So now this mother refusing for the reunification therapy, I would say is a plus on her behalf, because she's not trying to put those kids in the same room again with the person that attacked her.
Right.
That's traumatic as hell.
And it went on from 2002 to 2021. So it's damn near 20 years of sexual, molestation.
Child abuse for that 20-year time frame. I don't know if the essay is necessarily counted in there.
Well, from nearly 20 years, all these crimes, he had 6 felony charges. So all these crimes took place within a span of 20 years. And what's crazy about it is the hypocrisy with the police force. Like this guy, no telling how many brothers and sisters that this guy is locked up. You know what I'm saying? No telling, like it's we don't even have the numbers. This guy locked up so many brothers and sisters, and yet this guy is walking around out on bail for, child endangerment, child abuse, child molestation, sexual assault with minors, with children, and for almost drowning your son.
And that is own children. So we would take pressure off our kids because they his kids. So,
right. I tell you too, if I could, this supposed to be a man that's upholding the law. Yes. Right? So I'm pretty sure these kids that he was around took their guard down because they see him as a protector. Yeah. But behind the closed doors, he was a predator the whole time.
And if he's doing this, that he's violating people that he's arrested.
And that's so many like you think when sisters come to the forefront and say that they're being sexually assaulted in back of these police cars. It was a video where one of these devils that's in uniform Huh?
Went into the cell with him?
It went into the cell and then had the sister in the back of the squad car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen this one video with a cop. It was a white cop. It was a black sister. Had her on the bed. She was sleeping. Wakes her up while he's trying to get up in there. She tried to fight him off.
Yeah.
The mollywops her.
Yeah.
Why was she knocked out in the cell, man?
Yeah. You can't tell me black and Hispanic and Native fathers. You can't tell me that we are the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We're the most loving. We care about our children. You know what I'm saying? But this society does everything that they can to pull us apart. They do everything they can to take us out of the house, turn our child's mother against us, turn the child against us, call us deadbeats, put us on child support, put us in jail, and yet we got devils like him that's terrorizing his family. Terrorizing his family, sexually abusing his family, you know, about to damn near kill his son. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell him what he was doing to the wife.
If I could bring stoning back. This man needs to be stoned.
Man, for real.
Shout out to Police Officer 5000 Mile Bar out there in Louisiana. Shout out to Mawasar out there in Georgia.
Hey, shout out to y'all brothers, man. Thanks for tuning in. You understand? We at episode 18. We getting it in. We talking about this cop right here that sexually abused, sexually assaulted, sexually molested his children, man. Damn near drowning his son until he was unconscious. Like, and he has the nerves to try to uphold the law.
And that uniform, you know, used to be a sign of respect, and women were always attracted to it. Kids always idolized it. That shit should be a red flag from now on.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
Red flags for the black and Hispanic community.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he prefers his own kids.
Yeah. Now look at the trauma. Look, the trauma that he's like now. His kids are gonna look at police officers as all evil beings.
Yeah.
Because of his father. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna be like niggas. They ain't gonna trust no police. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy work. Mentally unstable.
Yeah.
To do that to your own kids.
Yeah.
Some people you're supposed to protect. And you know what I'm saying? Make sure that the predators don't get to them. You turned out to be a predator yourself.
Yeah.
And they put all that negative stigma on the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But people like this is in the police. And I'm pretty sure that he's not the only one.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. The dude I saw in the video wasn't this guy.
Right.
The guy, the ones that we see all the time be posted wasn't him.
Yep.
Boy.
All right, look, we about to go ahead. Hold on, look what Mawasar said, man. Mawasar said, damn, man, they call us criminals. Man, look, you got to understand, man, these devils are the most diabolical beings on the earth. You understand? And look, I can't wait till the whole world find out that these people are evil beings.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they find it out now with all the wars that's going on. We find out with the war in Ukraine and Russia. You understand? With the war between the Israelis and Gaza. I mean, come on, man. You can't tell me that these white people ain't the devil that the Bible speaks.
Committing the most heinous crime.
Heinous crimes right here.
And again, that uniform that used to garner the respect and appreciation of the community, even cops, especially out there in New York, you know, shout out to the East Coast and Sean Gapon out there for the work that they're doing, because the cops see our uniform, not that we have like a uniform, but they see UPK, they see our Hebrew Academy covers, they see these war scars, they see the boots and the fringes and all that. And that uniform gets the respect that it has worked hard to achieve.
Yeah.
Right. And in the community, man, y'all better be looking for that sign. Y'all better be looking for that flag.
Yeah,
definitely.
And you know what they're trying to do? They trying to they labeling us as a cult. They labeling us as a hate group. That's a hate group right here. What he did to his family, that's hate. He hate his own family. You understand? White people hate. He probably got a mistress or something. You know how these devils be. These devils, they be trying to get rid of their family so they can be with another woman.
Doing drugs. And then it's not just this guy, like we just got done discussing. It's not just him; it's other police officers too that are part of the same organization. Yeah. That would be definitionally a hate group.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call us a hate group. But who have we went on offense on?
Yeah.
Like who have we harmed? We all about self-defense over here.
I mean, we've heard a lot of feelings.
Right?
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of feelings. We harm the lies.
Yeah.
We harm the lies that they try to avoid. That's what they don't like. That's why we label the hate group. They want to continue to spill these lies and make the public believe the lies, but we uphold the truth, and that's something that they don't like.
Yeah.
We would have protected y'all against that.
Man. In the kingdom, man, ain't gonna be none of that bullshit in the kingdom, man. Hey, look, we're gonna put it. Hey, we're gonna put a nigga like Kanaya, man. He gonna drag his ass outside. He gonna put some holes in it, man.
You know,
gonna bleed
what
out.
Donald Trump would say about giving people like this immunity on a federal level.
Right.
Does it just have to be when you're on the job, or can you do it behind closed doors, put that uniform back on, and then still gain that immunity?
That's heavy.
That'd be interesting.
That's heavy.
That's a redhead for you.
Look, we know. Look, we know that the police, you know what I'm saying, are a bunch of hypocrites, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They supposed to uphold the law, but they commit more crimes than what they trying to uphold. You see what I'm saying? Like the biggest gangs, the biggest drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? You know what these in Chicago? You know what police do when they catch you with drugs? They confiscate the drugs off you. They probably put you in handcuffs, and they go probably sell the drugs to another different gang or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? Like this is hypocrite, man. It's not even about justice. It's not even about upholding the law. It's just about getting over it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Very unprofessional conduct.
Yeah. If we're done on this, we're gonna move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? We know this dude is diabolical.
And he
we know that.
Yeah.
His name again, Michael Hawkins. Remember that name?
Michael Hawkins.
Yeah.
Michael
Bastard.
All right. Let's see what we have here.
Year-old. Don't come at her like you're dealing with an equal, because she's not going to be able to accept that. You got to go way back. And we cut off at about 14 to 15. We don't develop and mature no further until we get some new information and accept some different information. This is what you have to remember.
Now, this is a profound statement. She, being a black woman, said the average black woman is like dealing with a 14-year-old.
The average black woman in America don't get no older than about 14. So just talk to her and deal with her like you're dealing with a 14-year-old. Don't come at her like you're dealing with an equal, because she's not going to be able to accept that. You got to go way back. And we cut off at about 14 to 15. We don't develop and mature no further until we get some new information and accept some different information. This is what you have to remember.
All right, man. What do y'all think?
Somebody should tell these women that.
Yeah. So like whoever like didn't hear clearly, because I know the volume was kind of low, but the sister said that a lot of these women don't mature past the age of 14, meaning in their state of mind, their mentality don't mature older than 14. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? I mean, you understand they get older, their bodies get older, but their mentality is still like a young child.
And I can see that being disguised through work and school and being in, modern adult situations, so conducting yourself in a certain way until you get pissed about something.
Yeah.
And then I can definitely see how that mentality relapses back to that 14-year-old, because on the surface, they're paying all their bills, they're driving the car, they just bought a house, so it looks like everything's up, and they're mature and they're stable, and then they creep through your phone, or you like some other girl's Instagram photo, and now it's all fucking slashed tires and bleached clothes, and
I mean, what she said was like absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? Imagine going to high school. Imagine you back in high school and all the young girls. Imagine all the fights that you see in high school amongst women over really stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Fighting over boys. It was just a lot of like just stupid, like little immature stuff. He said, she said. I mean, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, like women in the world, because sisters in the UPK, these sisters is amazing. So but yeah, these sisters in the world, they have emotional issues. It's hard with coping with emotional problems. You see what I'm saying? So when something happens or whatnot, they ready to explode. They're ready to explode. Everybody getting it. You know what I'm saying? If you offend her, you say something that she don't like, she ready to go slash your tires. She ready to go bust your windows. She ready to go put sugar in your tank. I remember growing up, man, like a female that I was dealing with at the time, back when I was in the world, and I didn't know what I know now. I guess we had words. I woke up, trying to start my car. It won't start. Man, this chick put sugar in my tank. For what? You know what I'm saying? Put sugar in my tank. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Over like talking, over like arguments. Like, of course, in every relationship, there's going to be arguments. There's going to be disagreements. We're adults. We should be able to talk through our problems without any other emotional stuff involved. Us men, we know that. We know if the moment we start getting emotional, we going to jail. They calling to get on the phone, 911, come get this dude. He a black man, he a Hispanic man. Guess what? Make him come in here and locking us up. They putting us in jail.
And if I could, people that's in the world, they not as trained as us.
Right.
So the women, sometimes they do that to the wrong man, and then he gets emotional, and he rather puts his hands on her, probably take your life. You know what I'm saying? Any of the above.
Yeah.
But I think as far as the women acting like that, I think sometimes it's like because of the unhealed, the trauma that they went through.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
They went through it, and then they masked it with maybe the drugs, maybe the drinking. Then like it's never healed. It's just like medicine. I mean, not like medicine. It's like, well, basically medicine. It's not a heal. It's not a treatment. It's a medicine. When they take the drugs, it feels good for that part that they forget about it.
Yeah.
Right? Until it's time to get mad about something else, then that whole thing restarts.
And then when they ask their girlfriend or their mama or their sister for some advice on it, girl, I'd slashed this tire. She goes, sugar in your tank. Girl, I'd have slashed this tire.
Yep. And on top of that, the friend or whatnot that she hanging around is probably egging her on. Don't bust his windows, man. Yeah, you shouldn't do like that.
She just got into it with her man last night.
Exactly. But guess what? She ain't gonna bust in his windows. Because he might knock you upside the head. Salaki. Look, in ISUPK, we do not condone violence. But we talking about people out there in the world that don't understand the truth of the Bible or the truth of the scriptures.
Living vicariously through her friend who's gonna commit a physical act against her man. So at least that gives her some kind of instant gratification for her plight that she's going through.
Like, and then what you just said, Kanaya, was absolutely heavy. A lot of this drama and this hurt, it comes from unhealed problems and unhealed things that they went through in their childhood. You got to understand, the Black community, a lot of women are being sexually molested at a young age, sexually assaulted. You know what I'm saying? Even some of them has been sexually abused and the R word too. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand it's a big traumatic experience that needs counseling, that needs dedication to counseling, which we have in the ISUPK. We got professionals that provides the necessary counseling that you need.
And then a lot of them too, their lack of respect and consideration for men and their authority. Right. Because when they were kids, the men around them should have protected them. Yeah. But her father may have had some, I don't know, just random, some maybe bald white police friend who's molesting, his children. She's looking at her father like, damn, you should have protected me from this. Looking at her uncles like, you're supposed to protect me from that. Looking at her brothers, you should have protected me from this. And now when she gets a man and things get a little bit rocky, she don't know how to lean on him for the trust and security either.
Right? Absolutely.
But that goes all the way to slavery and stuff out of slavery, because you could find a person, female at that, that doesn't grow up out of the age of 15 or 14 or 13 because of that long sustenance slavery.
Right. They just trapped in that.
Yeah. So,
man, look, and then also look, we got some comments. You understand? We got Mawasar. Mawasar said a lot of women back then had a real problem with sister thing. She's right. Absolutely. We got brother Shabar Zakia.
Shout out to Orlando.
Shout out to Florida, checking in from Orlando, Florida. You understand? So we got Mawasar again. He said there's no accountability for black women in the world. Absolutely. Yeah. He also said they think that they can say and do whatever they want without consequences. Absolutely true.
Yes.
We got Officer Matabar. He said, and it's the way America taught them and the pastors. Yeah. Hey, and what you just said, sir, you know what I'm saying? The pastors give them the ticket and give them the excuse, to do whatever the hell they want, you know what I'm saying, without any consequences. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is why, the pastors are ultimately to blame. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the role of a pastor in the community, in the black or Hispanic community?
Today, or what's it supposed to?
What's it supposed to have been?
I mean, it's supposed to be there for guidance, for counsel, for that healing process and shit too.
Exactly. But now, go ahead.
But now, it ain't nothing but shucking and jiving. But you pay that fee. As the pastor, you pay that fee to heal you and stuff like that. But they don't heal you. They just running money to you and stuff like that. You don't get no healing.
Oh, you got to sow that $1,000 seed.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You gotta sow that seed, man. Look, that seed gotta be sold first before you reap any benefits. You better put in $5,000 and sow that seed. Sow the seed, y'all.
Yeah. If I could, it's like y'all say, it's all about money and then the feelings, because most of the women out there appease to their feelings. So once the pastor be like, he say something to make them feel good, then that opens up their purse, that opens up their wallet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Then when they go up to the front, I'm pretty sure everybody here been to church.
Yeah.
When they go up to the front, all eyes is on them. So they want that attention.
Yeah.
They want that personal feeling. That's a good point.
Because that opens up their legs.
Yeah. And they ain't gonna say no bad shit about you. They only gonna say good shit about it. But in the ISUPK, we say what needs to be said.
Exactly.
Whether it's good or bad, we say what needs to be said. So.
And that goes for all genders. Well, the only two genders that.
You almost got caught up right there. Hey, someone would have been like, it's more than two genders.
Even though the 10 ones do it, but like it's not. People, especially so people that have only ever had interactions with us via social media, predominantly. The only vantage point that they've ever had of us was us correcting the women.
Right.
That's what gets highlighted. That's what gets showcased. That's what people make the little snippets of. Is us being so mean, being so hard on these sisters. Listen, we correct the men, we correct the women, we correct the children. We hold people in authority accountable. We hold each other accountable. Like you don't see the shit behind the scenes. You don't know what this is, what it takes to rebuild a nation. We're not here for a fucking book club. Like what we're saying is it's also biblical. I was just reading this out to some brothers earlier, but let me try to pull it up. I'll let y'all go ahead. I'm trying to get the scripture though, because what she's saying is heavy as far as recognizing that maturity ceiling.
Right.
And it's like, you got it.
Slacky, if I could, I don't know if I should, but I'm gonna quote something that Charleston White said personally.
What he said?
Said that the men in the home are often looked at as the bad guy because he is that authority. We tell the kids no, but then they run to their mama. Mama appeals to the kids' feelings because she all about her feelings.
And then imagine like what the sister just said that you know a lot of women don't grow in the mind past 14. So imagine that father figure, you that father, you laying down the law and you laying down the authority. You know what I'm saying? Look, the kids ain't gonna like you, and the women ain't gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? Because she's stuck in that 14-year-old mentality. So she can imagine her growing up and her dad, if her dad was in her life, you better put some clothes on before you go outside. You know, you better do this, you better do that. You better not sneak no dude up in my house. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of little girls hate their father for that.
Right, because we the ones that actually carry out that consequence. If we put a threat down, if we put some ground, if we put like some boundaries down, we stick to it. But the mother might be a little bit more lenient. Why? Oh, I've been a child before, and you didn't have no authority neither. So why would you teach your daughter or son to not obey the authority that's in the house, which is the man?
And a lot of times it's because the women want to be friends with a child. They want to be best. They want to be best friends. You got to understand, being a parent, it's rules and it's things that you have to do. Like as a parent, your job is to raise your child in the righteousness. Give them the tools, you know what I'm saying, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Teach them about that. You got to teach them right from wrong. Teach them how to conduct yourselves in the public. You got to teach them. It's a lot of things that you got to teach a child. You know what I'm saying? But smoking weed with your child ain't going to have that child to respect you. In fact, it's going to be the exact opposite. Your child is going to look at you as a punk. They're going to be putting their hands on you. And hey, I've seen it.
My child, as far as my kids, I put that fencer way in the back. Me as a parent, I put that up front because it's about teaching your child and caring about your child, and caring about means teaching them, and so they can know whether to do the right thing or do the wrong thing. They know, but
that wouldn't happen without the balance in the home too. The man is that authority, and of course, us being men, we've been through a lot more dealing with the mentality of the streets, dealing with the mentality of just other men out here, and we've been around possibly some of the worst people. So we know what they thinking, and we know what other the consequences of the actions. Basically. We know these things.
It's such an easier way to navigate some of that unknown if you listen to your brothers who've been through it, man. Like I wish if I could turn back the hands of time, type shit, man. And if I would have just listened to what some of these cats had said to me, like some of the mistakes, some of the unnecessary shit that we've had to go through, some of the headaches, the jail time, all the fines, all the arguments, the petty, stupid fights. Good night.
Man. Hey, if nobody else have anything to say about that, look, we about to move on to the next
If I could, I ain't gonna read the whole thing.
Go ahead.
I just want to highlight then, depending on what version you're reading of, it'll say Sirach, but if you actually have the Apocrypha, it's going to say Ecclesiasticus, not Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus. But if you read Ecclesiasticus chapter 37, it's going to go through like some of those red flags that you should be weary about when you're looking for counseling, when you're looking, for advice, when you're looking for guidance, what to avoid and what you should, stick to. And what the sister was saying there, Sarazad Ali, she's one of them sisters who's got some of that experience to teach younger women. That again, take anything anybody says with a grain of salt. Go test it out though, at least.
Yeah.
The shit that we've been saying since 1969. It's worth putting into play. How many other methods have we tried to put into practice that didn't work out for us? Yeah, right. At least what we're saying. If we're saying don't do drugs because you'll have a better quality of life, maybe it's worth not doing drugs for 6 months.
Yeah.
Not do drugs for 6 months and see how things might improve for you.
Yeah.
If we're wrong about saying if you get rid of crack cocaine out of your world, you'll be better health-wise, financially, mentally, more emotionally stable, and we're wrong about that,
yes,
that's a different story. Yes. But I'm certainly wouldn't want to see anybody try to test it, relapse, and then be like, oh, well, you guys are full of shit. Right. Just, it's a fine line to walk on your own.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do it.
And like we said before, the best thing the best lesson to learn is watching somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Learn a lesson from somebody else. Like I believe we said this last week. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible is there because it's a lesson for us to abide by. You know what I'm saying? Let's follow. Let's learn from them so we won't have to repeat the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? You see a brother that went to jail because he sold drugs. Well, guess what? How about we just don't sell drugs? Because you'll go to jail too. You know what I'm saying? Learn from somebody else. That's the best lesson to learn. That's called wisdom. All right. So we about to get into something else. Hey, shout out to Yaizera. Yaizera just came in the building. All right. So look, we about to go to this next.
Coming back to their consciousness, sir. Did you poison the food supply?
Yes, sir. There's no mineral left in the soil.
Are you feeding them negativity on the news?
Yes, sir. War and death.
Social media.
Yes, sir. Gender wars.
Damn.
Racism. It's not enough. They keep coming back. What do we do?
We need to lower their immune systems.
I thought we did that already with the virus, sir. What else can we do?
More poison. We'll put more poison in the crop field.
We used all the poison.
We'll poison the animals. And then tell them to eat the animals.
This is why you're our leader, sir. Put the poison in the animals.
Train doctors to not address the cause.
I see where you're going.
But only
the symptom.
So they'll get treated forever and eventually die. And we still get the money.
Sir, what about the people that have found cures for these diseases and are trying to help other people cure these diseases?
We'll make it punishable by law to say you can cure disease.
What about the people that know the truth about COVID?
Punishable by law to spread misinformation about COVID.
But sir, that's free speech. We can't pass a law like that.
We'll pay social media to take down people that even say the word.
Coming back to their consciousness, sir.
Did you poison the food supply?
Yes, sir. There's no mineral left in the soil.
Are you feeding them negativity?
You gotta deal with all that stuff. All that stuff. Crack, selling drugs, all that stuff. We gotta deal with all that stuff, and we still come back. Still come back.
Yeah, and like this brings me to think about what the scriptures say. The scriptures say that these other nations are confederate against us.
Yes.
You understand? I won't be so. Look, we know that's happened. We know that they all get together and they think of ways to keep us in oppression. They keep blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in oppression. Look, in my book, what we just saw from the brother, that's just, of course that's like satire. You know what I'm saying? That's just for jokes and stuff, but what he's saying is serious.
Yes, right.
You know what I'm saying? What he's saying is for real. Yeah. So we got to understand that we're still in slavery. We're still in captivity.
Yes.
These other nations are against us. Don't think that these other nations are all cool with you and they want to be your friends. No, they are. The scriptures say that they are confederate against thee. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a reason. And we keep coming back, because we are the Lord's children.
We gotta be annoying as hell.
Like imagine you're trying to exterminate a people and whatnot, but the more you exterminate them, the more they grow. Like the more people they get, like it's the exact opposite of an extermination. Like you putting drugs in their communities. Right. You putting crack in their communities. You putting black on black crime, abortion. Yes, you're locking them up by the tunes to millions. You're genociding them, and they keep coming back. Stressful as hell. Like Trump got this grand master plan to get rid of all niggas and Hispanics. No, it's because the Lord, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're still here. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got a grand master plan, and guess what? We ain't going nowhere. We're the Lord's chosen people. That's right. And look, you're not gonna get rid of us that easy. That's right. You know what I'm saying? If you can get rid of the Lord, then guess what? You might got a chance, but the Lord ain't going nowhere. You can't get rid of the Lord. Guess what? You can't get rid of us. Right.
And it's the reason why these abortion clinics are in our neighborhoods and not in the so-called white man's neighborhood. That's because we keep growing. It don't matter what they try to do, we gonna overcome it. But then by proxy, in the white people neighborhood, they ain't even having babies by the multitude like we is. Even though we got so much things riding against us, they don't have barely nothing riding against them, and they still can't get over that hump by having kids.
A lot of stats are going on right now that got a lot of people in frenzy and I haven't looked this up recently, so I don't know what the numbers are, but the argument has been they're not reproducing enough to replace themselves.
Right.
That's right. And I will say, I've never, to my knowledge, I've never seen a Planned Parenthood in the suburbs in Milwaukee.
Exactly.
But I do see them around the colleges. UW and Marquette, they will keep a Planned Parenthood around their white colleges, though.
Right there.
So that them girls can be free and have all that fun. They're not get burdened down by a kid. Because what the hell is that, right?
Just if I could, real quick, these young college kids don't know what they're doing to their womb. Like it's messing their womb up.
It's over medical school.
Messing their womb up. They don't know. I mean, they don't know if they possibly can still have kids or not. They just living in that moment. Pregnant. Let's get rid of it. But down the line, when they actually do want to have a kid, it's complications. Or it's you can't have a kid because you did the abortion so many years ago.
Listen, we got finals. Nope. No, I got you.
No.
It's crazy. Yes, and it's not far fetched. Like even though, like you said, it was a satirical, kind of show that the brother was putting out.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't none of that. Even if you exaggerate it, that we all know that shit does happen.
Exactly.
It does occur. They've had those conversations. With what's dude's name? Montessori? No, not that's the school out here. Montessori. No. The dude who he had patented seeds for crops. So all the seeds that you get right now, pretty much from the stores, they're all genetically modified under dudes patent. So you can't you can't get the type of seeds that would have grown like the natural kind of corn, the natural kind of carrots, things like that. Everything's what is dude's name? If anybody knows what the hell I'm talking about in the chat, type dude's name in real quick. It was a big thing. I think some devil from South America, Santos, that kind of sounds familiar. Mm-hmm. They've sat there and had those conversations to make a profit, mass produce shit without really giving consideration to the consequences of nutritional value. It's all about the cost effectiveness of it.
It's all about making money too.
Yes. And then that fuels diseases, which fuels the medical field, which also fuels poverty, which fuels criminality, which fuels the justice system. So all of these businesses that are prosperous
are intertwined.
Oh yeah, all related. They all in bed with each other, and we're still
twerking at the red light. Instead of figuring out, look, this is why. Shout out to Texas, man, under Captain Yatazak, man. They got that farm going. You know what I'm saying? They got the animals. You know, they growing crops, natural crops. You know what I'm saying? And look, eventually it's going to be every UPK in the cities and across the world, internationally. We're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be having farms and the crops. And guess what? We'll be able to feed our people. We'll be able to clothe and house our people. Not saying we ain't doing that now. We absolutely doing that now. But on a huge scale, on a worldwide scale. You understand? So, you know, man, like what you just said was heavy, man.
And you know, the food programs that we got, you know, that are run for free.
Yeah.
They cost us.
Yeah.
But we provide the services for free. And you know, for the people that need it, that they gotta sit there and stress out over like, what am I gonna do? Like, if you got a UPK school near you, you better support that shit, right?
Yeah.
So that we can spread that generosity and that brotherhood, I should say. That's a better word to put it. We can spread that brotherhood. And then for all the other nations out there, man, listen, we'll take your money.
Absolutely.
You buy a bushel of apples.
Absolutely.
Get a farm. You can buy, you know, a head of land or a head of cattle.
Yeah.
Give me a Benz.
If I could, even when it comes down to the rehab programs, you're trying to get off the drugs, you're trying to get off the liquor, you're trying to whatever is your ailment, it's free in the UPK.
Yeah.
Whether outside the UPK they charge $300, $400, $500 just for a single session or class.
Thousands of
if you ain't got
dollars.
the insurance to cover the rehab,
you're
asked out. If you ain't get $10,000 for the recovery program, you're asked out by textbook counselors.
Yeah.
By doctors that aren't set there to diagnose the cause or to give you a cure for it. Like it's crazy, man. Y'all better support this shit.
So who really is the hater?
and what y'all just said was so heavy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like we don't know what we're talking about. We got brothers that's going to counsel you that have been through the stuff that you're going through, that knows how to fight those demons, that knows how to get you off, you know, marijuana or whatever your ailment is. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers that know exactly, you know, how to deal with that. You know?
Y'all need a general behind in your life. You
Yeah.
need a side, you need a wife, you know what I'm saying? You need brothers like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to have to find out the hard way.
Yeah. Don't find out the hard way. That's what we've been talking about this whole time, man. Learn the lesson from the best lesson learned is watching somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got to learn the lesson the hard way, fine, so be it. I mean, it's gonna be a lot tougher, but you definitely, I guess some people got to go through that. I know I was one of them types that had to go through it personally to actually learn my lesson. Just watching somebody else's situation alone just didn't.
Montessori's. I think that might be it.
Hey, shout out to Zamra. Zamra's in the building as well. Montesanto.
That sounds right.
Montesanto. It's probably the
that sounds right. I still don't know if that's exactly do, but she knows where I'm going with it.
All right. If there's nothing else to talk about, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was about pissed at us too, man.
Why is Jesus coming back, not your prophet?
Allah chose Jesus.
And yet he chose Jesus to do things that he didn't choose for any other prophet, not even your own prophet. For example, the Quran mentions Jesus' mother Mary by name, right?
Yes.
Does he mention Muhammad's mother?
No.
Does he mention?
Who is this guy?
So he's the Christian. I can't remember if he was an ex-Muslim, but he's a current Christian who I've seen a couple of his battles against some Muslim sects. Like he's more directly trying to fight Islam with Christianity. Makes an ass out of himself time and time. For every instance that I've seen of him actually engaging against the specific Muslims that he's been battling, makes an ass out of himself. And then makes videos like this that, and I don't know if this is gonna be one of his edits, but then the videos that he makes and edits himself, it all kind of, you know, gives him a positive filter. But him and his whole team that they've even kind of had confrontations with and kind of split paths. Clown shoes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could, anything going against Islam, all right about.
Yeah.
So many of our people is on to the Islam thing. Like that's our culture when it's really not. That's an Arabian culture, and let them have let them have that.
Yeah.
We should be coming to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, which that's our culture.
So let's go ahead and watch and see what he's saying.
Why is Jesus coming back, not your prophet?
Allah chose Jesus.
And yet he chose Jesus to do things that he didn't choose for any other prophet, not even your own prophet. For example, the Quran mentions Jesus' mother Mary by name, right?
Yes.
Does he mention Muhammad's mother?
No.
Does he mention Muhammad's father?
No.
According to the Quran, chapter 3, verse 42, who's the greatest woman Allah created?
Mary.
So Jesus' mother is mentioned by name. She's the greatest woman. But according to Sahih Muslim, Muhammad's mother Amina is in hell and his father is in hell. Why is he showing such honor to Jesus but showing such disrespect and dishonor to Muhammad? Did your God Allah rebuke Muhammad for sin?
Yes.
Did he rebuke Jesus for sin in the Quran?
Oh my God. Come on, man. Stop it.
Answer me, man. The hadith says, Shaitan, the devil, touched every baby born of Adam except Mary and her son. How is Muhammad equal to Jesus when you just saw he's much better than Muhammad according to your Quran, and his mother is much better than Muhammad's mother? Why is Jesus coming back, not your prophet?
Allah chose Jesus.
And yet he chose Jesus to do things.
Yes.
Hey. Yeah, so he just cut whoever that was, man. They bleeding right now in the soul right now. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh my God, stop it! Stop whipping my ass."
But you take a ISUPK member, and it could be the smallest member, officer, 50 or officer or a trooper, and he would they would did better than he do.
Look, let me tell you this, man. Like that Christian know that the Quran is boo boo.
Yeah,
they know. He know that the Quran is garbage. You know what I'm saying? And also, it also saying that Quran, and I believe in Second Surah that Allah prefers the Israelites over all people. So if your own book prefers the Israelites over everybody, then what they say about your book? Your book is doo-doo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy when their fake God still prefers Israel.
Their fake God.
That's messed up.
Yeah. That's yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How are you
honorable?
Now, what I want to see Islam versus NOI, because I don't know if y'all seen Captain Kazariak's dialogue with West Coast Cam. West Coast Cam is saying, according to the dishonorable Elijah Muhammad and what's his name, fuckboy Farad Muhammad, that Muhammad, who was given the Quran by a black angel Gabriel, that Muhammad is Caucasian. What? Yeah, that Muhammad is Caucasian. According to the NOI, Muhammad is Caucasian. Oh, like, I would love to see how that conversation would go.
Look, we know that all of these religions are boo-boo. The scripture, Bible say that they're boo-boo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know that Black people, Hispanics, and Native people, we have the one true God, the one true power on the earth. You know what I'm saying? Our power is real. Our power is real. Our power got action behind His words. You understand? All these other nations, man, they got their wooden and gods made of wood and stone. They can't even take care of themselves. You got to take care of them for them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go circle around Mecca. You gotta go on Mecca and circle around this rock. You understand? It be thousands of people kissing the same little area. They making love. They making love to a little hole. They put their face. Imagine all the gonorrheas around their mouth.
I thought I remember there being a case where there was something transmitted.
Oh,
yeah, because of that.
Hey, we got Azaria Allah. You understand, man? That brother strong. Atlanta here, ATL, man. Shout out to that brother, man. That brother is a real strong brother, man. Straight up.
But
they did get one thing right though.
What?
The white man is the devil.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. That's the only thing we can agree on. And I believe because we told him that. We told him that. You know what I'm saying? So
and F that
man, look, this is Thunder Pressure Podcast. You can say whatever you want on here, man.
F that's other religion. It's only for the blacks. Fuck that. It's for the Arabs or the Africans that worship that stuff. But we as a people, meaning the blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics gotta come to our God. Fuck what they say about fuck the Islam shit for our people.
Right.
For our people.
Man, hey, look, no, go ahead, man. Man, like what you just said was super heavy, man.
Yes.
Like black, there's no reason why any black or Hispanic or Native Indian person should be in the Muslim religion.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There should be no reason. Yeah. Every time you go and delve into another religion, all you is a second-class citizen to whoever the people that religion belongs to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, now look, now it's in the news, Lil Durk. Lil Durk got him a new name now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, he joined the being a Muslim. Yeah. So he got him a new name. And all you want to do is give your money to Arabs. All you doing is giving your money to them. And they're going to have the power that's over you. Now you're the slaves to a new slave master.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. It seems like most of these new age celebrities, like boxers and musicians, are running to Islam.
Yes.
I don't know why. It's like a trend.
Yeah.
Right. Like, they don't see the error in their behavior.
Like, I'm not understanding why y'all running to all these different religions. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna be a nigga.
I think I do.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Muhammad
Ali. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
And you will see what God did to that nigga. Shit. You see what God did to him.
You know what I'm saying? He had that dude looking like he like a shit. He had him looking crazy at the end. But shit, anything else to say on this topic right here, or what the guy just talked about? We know that Islam is toilet paper. Go ahead.
And how you said about the celebrities, they don't see the game being run on.
Yeah.
Like that's just for more social media clicks, financial support.
Yeah.
Promotion, free promotion for their I can't remember what the hell they call it, their dawah, their bullshit.
Yeah.
But like I've seen some weird flexes from people in that community. One of them was this one devil. He was saying like when he goes to Mecca, like all the men, like they got like stripped down.
Yeah.
They put on like just this white sheet, this white like kind of cloak thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
You talking about the see-through one? The way he can.
And he's like, he's saying like, and the only thing that's between you and me is a sheet of cloth. Like he was like walking around like proud for that shit. Like, I need a few layers between.
Man, like you don't understand, like
a few bricks.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna commando around a bunch of niggas.
Right? All y'all, man, like that's crazy. Look, that's being a Muslim for you, man. You don't have to wear that long dress with nothing underneath. The only thing that's stopping you, like imagine like you got to squeeze between somebody. Rising, rubbing all up against them, like that's crazy.
And that's the pray in the monastery.
Yeah.
spraying that area, like you gotta go through that whole washing up the whole white linen robe and things like that.
So like
that's required to do that.
So that they pour water on you while you had linen stuff on.
I'm hoping they're not trying to do what t-shirt.
Man, that's crazy, man.
That's what they do. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Then you got some weirdos like Sneeko, you know, like
man,
trying to make Islam great again.
Yeah.
God. But like their practices, their requirements for that are uncomfortable. It sounds uncomfortable. I would not want to be in that.
This shit
over
is
here,
crazy.
to keep the goddamn clothes on.
Yeah,
man.
That's where I want to be.
Man, that's crazy.
Shit.
Like, man, these religions is diabolical, man. At some form, homosexuality is at the root in all these religions. Like, how on earth are you going to be wearing a dress, a linen dress with nothing underneath, and get water poured on? Everybody get water poured on them. Where you can see they crack, you can see they rise.
I think the washing comes first, and like they got to clean up first, and then they got to put that white on.
Oh, they got to put the white on underneath.
So
So they wet underneath with the linen on and stuff.
Maybe they just air dry, and
I don't know. The only thing that is covered up is the women from right here.
Yo,
but that's cool.
Like you better not show no calf.
But
you better not show no ankles.
That's cool for the Africans or the Arabs or that's cool. So,
cover that smell up.
For us, we need to go back to law, statutes, commandments.
That's me in my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna serve the Lord, man.
Yes.
For real, straight up, man.
That seems evil to you.
Man,
that was a good segment.
This is another case of one of the bald head white friends that you need to report.
Yeah.
All right, look, we're gonna go to
two.
We're gonna go to this one right here.
2 for 2.
I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse.
I invented a child.
How do you even build a child molester?
What you do is you start by building a regular robot, then you note that it continues the cycle.
Take this toy helicopter, put it down his pants.
Now it's starting to
Buffy sounds right.
See, what we just saw was the initiation into a sex cult.
Like we all know, like, these are the type of things white people are into. You know what I'm saying? And then unfortunately, black people want to make it high on the ladder. You know, they want to escape poverty. They want to escape their people. They want to be up in the upper echelon. That they'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? Including voucher for Harvey Weinstein. We know Harvey Weinstein owned the island, and that island, you know, a lot of kids was trafficked to the island to be used as sexual tools. You know what I'm saying? And we know that because it's public news. It's on the news. He's been charged. I think he unalived himself in jail because of that. It's supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know, they clone Tyrone. You know, who knows? You know, they probably clone Harvey Weinstein in this month. You know what I'm saying? But we know that this guy had an island. And
that was Epstein.
Epstein, yeah, Harvey, no, Harvey, no. Oh, that was
Weinstein is a different culture.
Okay, he's the Weinstein is the producer, not producer. Okay, well, both of them essentially trafficked kids. There was all look, they all in that organization. They all is involved with sexually molesting children. You understand? Like I was looking up, you know, pedophiles got a cold word. You know what I'm saying about children, like pizza, cheese, tacos. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cold word for kids, like a black boy or a black kid, a little girl, a little boy.
Like I want a pizza with olives.
Yeah, I want a pizza. Yeah, we eating pizza. We're eating pizza tonight, y'all. They talking about having sexual things with a little boy or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these pedophiles, like that's why the Lord got to destroy this world, man. We have to destroy. You can't build a righteous kingdom when you got, you know, a kingdom like right now, like America. Right. You know what I'm saying? So,
and if I could,
go ahead.
Just real quick, I was going to say, and to combat that on the front lines, the Most High and Christ and Commander Giuliani hired brothers like Mariah Ali.
Yeah, shout out to Mariah.
To be a band, you know what I'm saying? To be on the vanguard for our people's protection. You know what I'm saying?
And if I could too, y'all have to watch who y'all praise. Like Oprah. You know, she big in the so-called black community, especially with a lot of the older ladies. And Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
They is cool with these people sexually assaulting kids. They hand in hand with these people.
Yeah.
So who's not to say that they're not participating in that?
Well, like you gotta go back to the scriptures. Is what the scriptures say. The scriptures say in Job 9:24, I believe, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So now we understand that the wicked run the earth right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So expect like trafficking cults that traffic children and use them as sexual slaves. Expect that. Expect, you know what I'm saying, these people to be putting drugs in your community, guns in your community for you to kill each other. Expect that because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Job 9:24.
Yep, Job 9:24. You got to understand, this is a wicked society. This is why the world got to change. Go ahead.
And it's like if you was
go ahead.
I was gonna say like the necessity of it is so much more serious than what people realize. Like how for real this needs to get destroyed. Because just like using this as an example, we know who the culprits are. And the people that have the authority to put a stop to it, who know who these people are, ain't doing shit about it.
Right.
Just like they know where the cartel leaders are at.
Yeah.
They know who's manufacturing the drugs. They know where the plants are at.
Yep.
They know who's running the KGB and the Yakuza and the Triad. Yep. They know who these people are, where they live. They're not doing anything to stop it because they're still gaining a profit off of it too. You put the Lord's kingdom in place. You put Jacob back in authority. We will go stop it.
Yeah.
And actually stop it.
Yeah.
You're not going to be, there ain't going to be no pacts.
What the scriptures say? When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. Right now, the people are mourning. Blacks, Hispanics, and natives, we are mourning. And don't get me wrong, white people are in mourning. The Arabs are in mourning. You see, they're getting bombed to smithereens. You know what I'm saying? Chinese people are in mourning. Everybody's in mourning right now because we got wicked people that's in charge of the earth. And guess what? They're not doing a good job. So guess what? The scripture also say when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Now, of course, you know what I'm saying? Look, it's gonna be rough because you can't eat no pork in the kingdom of heaven. Right. You can't have no orgies in the kingdom of heaven. You can't eat shrimp, crab, or lobster in the kingdom of heaven. Right. You can't have sexual relations with little children in the kingdom of heaven. It's the consequences will be dire and severe, and it gotta be like that. It gotta be like that, man. We gotta usher the kingdom of the Lord, the kingdom of our King, man.
Proverbs 29:2. I could expound on that.
Go ahead.
As a woman, you can't have multiple husbands.
Right. Absolutely not.
That shit. Like that's
Absolutely not. You can't have a basketball team. You can't have 6 different men. One because he got money. One he got good sexual capability. Another one because he order you food. You got one because he come pick you up. You got another one because he take you out to the movies. Like
aborting all they babies.
Aborting all the babies.
All they babies.
You getting pregnant by one of them, and guess what? You going right to the clinic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just outrageous to think of, because you actually want to go abort a kid that you should be having. Like, you never know if this could be the next, you know what I'm saying, the next king to come lead us out of captivity. Or they just treating sex like it's just a transactional thing. They're not treating it like it's like 2 people coming together, like a sacred. It should be something that's sacred.
And you know what I've been watching lately? I've been watching that whole 20 women versus like a guy or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these females going there, all they want is for a dude to have money and to pay their bills. I be hearing a lot of females, oh, you got money? Yeah. Are you gonna pay my bills? Yeah. All right, cool, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we living in a world where just women want to sell themselves. They want to do everything to get money the bad way. They want to create an OnlyFans account, go show some explicit stuff on OnlyFans to make money. Like, all you doing is just, you just becoming a tool at this point. Like, at this point, you just becoming something like something to be used and thrown away at this point. Like,
obviously the internet, the TV, the so-called white man who owns everything is promoting everything to go against the Bible. Like, just like you said, a woman's supposed to be like a helpmate, but they on these 20B1s looking for somebody to help them. No, you supposed to be trying to help me. You're supposed to be trying to, you know what I'm saying, help me to get this work off the ground, to help me to, put everything I have to into the work, into the Lord's work. Instead of me, you know what I'm saying, breaking my back trying to help you. Like, the Bible don't say that.
See, you can go right to Proverbs 31. They'll tell you exactly how a woman's supposed exactly what a woman's supposed to do. She's supposed to wake up early, work with her hands. You know what I'm saying? And what is the man's position? The Bible say that the man is with the elders in the gates, running the nation. That's what we're supposed to be doing, running the nation, making sure everything is good or how a king wanted it to be, or how the Lord wanted it to be. That's our job. But now, in this kingdom, we gotta go to work. We gotta work 50 hours, 60 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have time for nothing else. Like, by the time you get home from your job, you know what I'm saying? If you have kids, you're ready to go to sleep, and you just, hey, what's up? Play with your kids for about 10 minutes. And guess what? You in the bed going to sleep, gotta wake up 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. This is oppression. What does Micah say? Micah say, this is not our rest. So don't live your life thinking that, man, this is it, man. Try to, try to be the best that you can be. Of course, be the best that you can be, you know what I'm saying, to support your nation. We need more skilled workers in our nation, man. We need someone that knows how to work with steel. We need someone that knows how to work with wood. We need someone that knows how to farm, that knows how to take care of cattle. We need all these different skills. You got to understand where our roots come from. Our roots come from being farmers. We are farmer kings, man. That's what we are used to working on the land. We are used to growing crops. You know what I'm saying? Our forefathers tended sheep. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're going to go back to that.
And it's all practical application too. Agriculture, lifestyle, like that's that shit that people can benefit from, gain, from. I don't give a shit about an NFT.
And stocks and bonds and shit. Like, I be sitting there like, damn, like, y'all got money to be putting. Well, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. If you know how to do that, then that's because I'm actually trying to looking into doing that myself.
Right. I mean, money is a defense.
Exactly.
Now, the love of money is the root of all evil. But money is a defense.
You need it.
So I ain't saying, don't go out there, obviously, and seek a way to provide, especially in 2024. If you can find something easy, this the job that I got right now is the first job where I ain't got to bust a sweat to do some shit to get a paycheck, man. I got to wake up a little bit earlier and I get to protect. Like I'm in a job where like I actually give a shit about what I do. I don't give a shit about wheelbarrows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Priorities are a little bit different there. So I mean, if you can secure, you know, finances without having to, you know, break your back over, you know, listen, Most High in Christ, I never prevent that, you know, from getting to you. But our culture, it's meant for sustainability. It's meant for, again, practical application. The shit that we can actually gain something of substance out of. You know, gaming, twitching, live streaming, shit like that. It's, you know, essentially it's a novelty. If you can make money off of doing that right now, so that your money can go to something practical. Okay, like ain't no beef with that, but just know where your priorities lie, because where how the scripture go, where your heart is your treasure. Where your treasure is, where your heart is. So I mean, just don't be stupid about it. You know, get the counsel if you need it too, man.
And you know, and like, look, what you just said was heavy. Like, we going back to those times. You know what I'm saying? Going back, we starting back from the fundamentals, which is why we want to be in those. You know, we get on those chariots. You know, we're gonna go in the wilderness, and in that wilderness, we're gonna have to learn and establish ourselves as a nation again. We're gonna have to start all the way from the bottom, just like how Moses. We had to start all the way at the bottom. We got to start all the way at the bottom, because we got to get the indoctrination of white supremacy. We got to get the indoctrination of these other religions off of our people. You know what I'm saying? So, all that stuff. Imagine, you know, look, we've been in captivity for 400 years. Look, we learned the ways of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We learned the ways of our oppressor. Now we got to go back and we got to train ourselves to love each other again.
And I know it's something extra, like we've been, you know, that we've been on our neck for so long, and we're so used to saying yes, master. I understand the dogma of wanting to say yes, sir. To the authority in the UPK, to the camp leader, to a captain, to a member that outranks you in the school. You're going to though. You're going to see who the Lord is with, and that's going to end the fucking discussion for you. And you're going to see the progress that gets made over here in real life, in real time. So, you know, just get that chip off your shoulder. It's not what you think, but you wouldn't know it standing from the outside looking in, only looking at us on YouTube and social media. You know, come kick it. Lose a couple games of spade. You know what I'm saying? It's right here. Mariah, that's my stage partner.
Mariah,
hey, I'm trying to tell you, because you can learn to lose a couple games.
Hey, Mariah,
eating some chicken.
Hey, Mariah, he a spade player though. You know what I'm saying?
Be all right. He'll take care of you.
All right. So with that being said, we have to move on to the next phase of this. So give me 1 second.
Listen, man, a lot of stories that we've been hearing too. Hide your kids, hide your wife, man. Hide your husbands too, man. And everybody out there.
All right, so this one's gonna be a little heavy.
Cause you are the reason why I'm still hanging on. Cause you are the reason why my head is still above water. And if I could, I'd get you the moon and give it to you. And if that was coming for you, I'd give my. Cause you are the reason why I'm still hanging on.
If we want to talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma didn't happen the way history says it happened, like not, you can't just dismiss everything because you don't. A lot of people just maybe don't want to face it. Like I know these traumatic events, you know, it sucks and it can be disheartening, but you got brothers that are willing to take that fight for you if you ain't ready for it yourself.
So like basically what this is explaining that we know, back in like the 1800s and whatnot, and early 1900s, that white people was destroying the cities and flooding them, under lakes. So these are some of the cities or whatnot that got flooded, due to white people racism, because we were prospering in those times. Every city that was prospering, guess what? White people destroyed. And what you said, like just Tulsa, Oklahoma, was a famous one that everybody still know, but it's a lot of ones that we don't know. It's a lot that we don't, the names that we don't even know. So these are just some of the names, of cities that was flooded, that's underneath a lake. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all can't sit there and try to scrutinize the work that we're doing or the stories that we bring out, because so examples like this was after the oppression, lifting ourselves up by the bootstraps, getting shit done, not whining and crying about, we were just slaves for 400 years. We put that aside. We built cities and safe spaces for our families that was successful and prosperous. They got destroyed. Now we picked ourselves up by our bootstraps again in 1969, formed the UPK. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing it again. They're gonna try to destroy us again. Good fucking luck. But like we actually do that. We don't just talk about the past and what has happened. It's important to recognize what the problems were if you're going to talk about what the solution needs to be. So I mean, we go over things like this, and it's important to recount some of these stories. Otherwise, you're going to think, because in the history books are trying to wipe all this shit out too. So if we don't talk about this, you're going to think it never happened either.
Perfect example is the transatlantic slave trade. There you go. They don't talk about that no more. They call it the transmigration. Like we willingly got on those slave ships. We willingly got packed like sardines.
We probably even bought tickets.
We bought tickets. Come on, everybody, let's go. America, let's go be slaves. But what you just said was absolutely heavy, man. Like we gotta talk about our past. Nowadays they don't want us to talk about our past. They say forget about it. It happened years ago. You weren't there. I wasn't there. The point is, it happened. And just like y'all can't get over 9/11, y'all can't get over the traumatic experiences that y'all have. Y'all still talk about the school shootings, Columbine. Y'all still talk about the tragedy that y'all experienced, and y'all remember that. But when it comes down to our experience, because it involves specifically you, we can't talk about it. Let's not talk about that. We don't want to hurt their feelings when we talk about slavery. And we don't want to hurt their feelings when we talk about genocides and murders and pillaging and stuff like that. So,
and I hurt every feelings.
Hell yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Salaki, the so-called white man was the first to bomb the America. Our community, the government participated in that. So you can only imagine, or you should know that spirit in them is still alive today. They don't want us to get our own stuff, because they're gonna be looking at us like, well, just like we were saying earlier, we did this, we did countless things to them, but they still prospering, they still leveling up.
It's so annoying, because we're talking about the destruction from 1,000 Oaks, the Devil's Punch Bowl to the Trail of Tears. You know what I'm saying? For all so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who have suffered similar losses. And that history would describe as specifically individual ethnic, based attacks. When we were in this shit together, when a lot of this stuff happened, man, and then we helped dig each other out of it together. That one shirt, I think we even got the book where it's got the brother and the native cat standing together, and like the shirt that we made, from Commander Jimmy Hanna's quote, you're black like me, and it's worth something. Like we're the brotherhood is real over here. The sisterhood is real over here. In the Bible, it's that's where we get it from. It's something to take into consideration when you're I don't want to say having a pity party necessarily, but when Native Indians want to try to bicker with Black folks about which one had it worse. You know, we were here first, they did this, and this to us. Y'all came in later, and then y'all did this, and this to us. They got the same fucking argument, damn near, on the other side of the fence. But when they actually put us in a room together, and we start talking, we start relating, we start hashing this shit out.
Yeah.
Good night, how it changes.
Yeah, we understand that we have one common enemy, and that is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it takes. And that's all it takes. All it takes is just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about, well, we had the more traumatic experience. No, we know that we both experience, our people, we all experience traumatic events that affects us here today. And you know what I'm saying? And it's not even about who had it worse. It's about understanding and knowing who our enemy is. And what can we do? What can we do? What's the solution? What can we do to never have that prevent that again? And also the conversation is, how can we? Where's our get back? Right. What can we do to get them back? And then we can go delve into the Bible. And thanks to the ISUPK, the Commander General Hunter.
That's right.
Since 1969, we've been pushing that. You know what I'm saying? If all you care about is get back, which we all should care about that, then it's a way. We gotta be righteous. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
And it's a crazy. Well, shout out to Mizamana too. And Mariah, Lord be with you out there. Pray for your patience. Pray for your patience up there, and nobody accidentally slips onto the tracks. But it's a crazy concept when people talk about that get back retaliation. It's a crazy concept to consider. Getting our people off of drugs is going to be one of the biggest daggers. It's going to be one of the biggest hits to their pockets, to their economy, to their infrastructure. If we don't, from October to February, if we don't celebrate none of that shit, how hard that's going to hit them. Like, everybody just worried about like the not fucking around coalition. Like people are thinking that immaturely about that get back and the show of force that they think that they got to show with it. When we're out there at camps, we ain't got guns with us. You know what I'm saying? When we're out there marching, we didn't bring the artillery out. The message is to clean ourselves up. Let's get rid of drugs. What damage is that going to do by getting rid of fentanyl to us? How bad is that going to be? What's wrong with no more domestic violence? Let's get counseling for the brothers who are war torn and for the sisters who are broken. What's wrong with that? Stop being a stripper. Don't spend your money in strip clubs. Don't go to a strip club. Like that's not detrimental to us as a people. That's the shit that's gonna save us.
That's simple.
It just shows how different we are, how we are two separate nations. Because back in slavery times, we was the ones shaving the master's beard. We could have just, you know what I'm saying? And then as much slaves as the master had on that plantation, we could have easily took over the whole thing.
You know, it was strong as hell. Carrying every bale of hay, every brick, every building that they had on, wrestling with the oxen. You know, they were strong as hell.
Well, we have mercy on our people. Even though they not our people, we have mercy on everybody because mercy, the love of the Lord loves mercy. And he expected, but you get these diabolical beasts where they don't got love for us.
Right.
Like I said, that just shows the difference.
They're sexually assaulting their own kids.
That's why the Lord shows us. We know how to, get that order. Don't do that. And just doing shit randomly, just because.
And like what you just said was heavy, man. Like back in slavery, you gotta understand, like these people used the Bible and said, "Slaves, obey your masters." And then us being a spiritual people, we assuming like, damn, like we gotta sit here and like actually listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it says slaves obey your masters, not knowing the true concept. They beat the concept out of us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We know that when it says obey your masters, it's just talking about obey the men that's over you. That's all it's talking about. You know, it's to talk about authority.
Yes.
You know what I'm
If they
saying?
finish that scripture,
Yeah.
You'll see how that master, how that leader is supposed to serve his servants.
Exactly.
He's supposed to do the same thing to us.
Exactly.
If I tell my camp leader, I need shoes, man, to get this job done. I need some money to get this job done. I might need a roof over my head. I need some food in the house. Now that because I work for him, that responsibility come down too.
Yeah.
So now when he tells me I need you to build camp equipment, I'm gonna build some goddamn camp equipment.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard of a brotherhood is not that hard of a trade-off.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's again, we're going from over here, at least I can only speak for UPK.
Yeah.
We went from yes master to that from them oppression days to kind out of one kind.
Right.
It's I don't know how to explain it to you.
Yeah. So with that, we're gonna move on to the next one. Give me 1 second. Let's see what this sister has to say.
When I got diagnosed with cancer, right, the first thing that I asked my doctor was, how should I eat? She didn't know that I was vegan. Eat as you normally would because you want to keep your strength up. And that is absolutely false because as a cancer patient, you should not be consuming sugar. You should not be consuming anything that is going to metabolize into sugar, which means high carbs and all that shit that'll turn into sugar is feeding the cancer, right? But she told me just eat as normal. Y'all will listen to a doctor that tell you need to take 145 pills. And don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting doctors because doctors are very, very necessary. But you know, in certain other countries, there are people who will go outside and grab some leaves and grab some sticks. They will cure you. Whereas when you go to the doctor's office, you are getting treated. You are not being cured. They're not addressing the root cause. When I was going to the doctor and they were telling me all these things and telling me, well, you know, you're going to have to do chemo and radiation. Then you're going to have to take a pill for 5 years and all this other shit, right? At no point did they say, well, the reason why you are in this situation to begin with is because your lymphatic system is backed up. Your lymphatic system is your body's garbage disposal. All of the waste and all of the toxins, okay, that have been being eliminated out of your body have now backed up into your cells, into the tissues, and this is what forms tumors and cancer. They never told me those things, right? So I had to take it upon myself, rely on the knowledge that I had in general nutrition. I knew nothing about cancer, and then start doing my own research and then take my life into my own hands. And thank God I did that. You know, we have to unlearn a lot of the things that we've been taught. Sometimes we put our trust into the wrong things. Me personally, I decided, you know, one day it was like I heard something in my ear. It was like, you know what to do. You know, I decided to trust in myself and trust in the tools that God has provided. There is an herb for every illness. You know, it always kills me when people tell me, well, I've been eating like this all my life, or my parents and my grandparents have eaten like this all their lives. So, newsflash, the cows and the chickens of today are not the cows and the chickens of their day, okay? The cows of today got fucking gym membership. You looking all swollen and shit, and it's not even fat, it's inflammation. Why? Because instead of counting the calories, you need to start counting the chemicals in the foods that you're eating. If you're eating food that doesn't even mold, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're thirsty, then you might as well just go out and just have a cup of fucking paint thinner, because paint thinner is in the food that you're eating, but it tastes good. We are students. We have to be a student every single day. And the day that you stop being a student and think that you're the master and that you know everything, you've already lost. You've already lost. When I got diagnosed with cancer, right? The first
Man, look, what that sister said was absolutely heavy, man. On point. Like, you know, of course the scriptures say, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, a physician is good, you know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing, you know, seek a physician, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta also, you know what's wrong with you, you know what I'm saying? And also nowadays, doctors do go give the whip around. Like, for example, I'm gonna just use myself as an example. My rib down now one night, you know, she come to the doctor with me one night. So we had this one doctor, right? So not telling her all the symptoms of what's going on, you know what I'm saying, and ways kind of to treat it, you know what I'm saying? But the doctor was whipping around and not giving us exactly what's wrong, but trying to treat the symptoms or whatnot, but not treating the direct thing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, she wanted to just give me another doctor, which I eventually got another doctor. But yeah, you know, sometimes like a lot of these doctors really don't care about your well-being. They just care about the dollar. They care about you keep coming back to get that money from your insurance. So they're gonna be like, yeah, come on, let's take your blood. Oh, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna prescribe you something. Let's do this, you know, just to keep getting that cha-ching, cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? If you was a good doctor, you would be curing. Do what your job says. A doctor cures illnesses. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that sister was on point. Sometimes you gotta go do research for yourself and learn, because what she said was heavy, man. The Most High did give us plants, you know, herbs to consume, and a lot of these herbs cures exactly what's wrong with us. But we've been so indoctrinized with American society that we just go to the doctor. The doctor, like, you've been having a headache for a week, and you don't know what's going on. Oh, we just going to give you some pain pills or whatnot, send you on your way. Yeah, just take some Tylenol. Not knowing that it could be an underlying issue with something. They probably already know the underlying issue, but they need your dollar.
Right.
Keep coming back.
And if I could too, like you said, these plants are here to be consumed and not smoked. Right. Like you want to self-diagnose yourself and then go smoke some marijuana. Like, no, you have to get that maybe second or third opinion, and then, you know, find out the herbs that you need to cure instead of treat your ailment.
Yeah.
And when you treat your ailment, that's gonna keep you going back to the doctor down the line, and they're gonna keep prescribing you medication and keep on, maybe like she said, maybe they tell you need radiation therapy, and you know for a fact that this can. I know personally, I've seen somebody go through chemo and radiation. They whole look change.
Yeah.
And their health deteriorates, even though the doctor said this is going to cure you, this is going to get this out of you. But once they go through it the first couple times, then you see the maybe they lose their hair, or maybe they, you know, instead of giving them the cure, they give them treatment until they go.
Like for example, like HIV. Like, we know Magic Johnson had HIV, and now he just cured, magically cured. Yeah. There's a cure for it, but you got to have money to get that cure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But just like, you know, this is why I have the utmost respect for like someone that's like an herbalist, someone that deals with plants and herbs and medicine and stuff like that. Like having like an extensive knowledge of that, because you know, for example, like Dr. Sebi, like, you know, I don't think he's like he was a brother. I think he was a heathen, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I do like read some of that, like go into some of that, you know, stuff. Like, I want to one day, you know, learn that stuff too as well, like be an herbalist and know what plants and what this is and what its effects, or, you know, how does it affect the body? And, you know, I want to one day do that. But, you know, I could respect someone that has a craft and being a herbalist or herbology or something like that, you know.
And if I'm not mistaken, he actually went head to head with the government about curing cancer and won.
Yeah.
Like, and won in court, in the federal court of law.
Yeah.
He won with his herbal, if I'm saying the right, herbal teas. The study of herbal tinctures.
There is, you know, don't be stupid about it. Don't let your ego get in your ears.
Yeah.
Like there's a sister Exodus.
Yeah.
I can't remember the website that she had, but if you were just to Google or go on Facebook and look up Sister Exodus, you can get in contact with her. She's on that path of being an herbalist. Like sister's old.
Yeah.
Sister old. I heard, I never met her in person, but a couple brothers was like I didn't know she was like 70 something. You couldn't tell by looking at her.
Yes.
it's again kind of going back to the previous conversation a little bit ago about the practical application of because I mean she does charge for her services and like her products and shit too, but it's definitely for a good cause. But it's that knowledge base is important to have, especially for people that's tired of this shit. Like getting off of sugar, that's a good point that the sister's making. All this processed, pasteurized, artificial, like even when it says naturally flavored, that's still artificially flavored.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's crazy. The lengths that they go to, like pickle juice, for example. You get a thing of pickles, they still got to put that yellow dye in there. To make it look more vibrant, more appealing and shit like that. Make my pickles look boring as hell. we don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? Throw some now I can't remember some of the herbs, but throw some parsley, some rosemary leaves in there. It'll give it a natural coloring in itself. You don't need all those preservatives go in there. I'll make sure I eat it in a week then. If it's gonna go bad or something, you ain't gotta mummify the shit. But man, diets are definitely important. And educating yourself on what's gonna work for your body too. Not everybody functions the same. And there might be a time down the road after a few generations kind of get out of that habit and kind of get fixed to where we're all maybe more operating on the same kind of schedule, on the same dietary needs or even same interests. I'm omnivorous. I eat meats and plants. There ain't nothing against being an herbivore. Ain't nothing against being a carnivore. So don't be an asshole about it. Like the sister didn't seem like she's being gaudy about it, but you know what I'm saying?
And what she was saying was correct. Like some of the people in the community, in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, just eat things because they taste good.
And because they cheap.
Right. But everything that tastes good is not good for your body or health.
And that's why I hate these goddamn corner stores, man. Like we don't need none of that shit that's in there.
Yeah, all that like high in sugar, like you gotta realize like how dangerous sugar really is. Like sugar is the leading cause of a lot of diseases, a lot of illnesses that's in your body. Being a diabetic, obesity, you know what I'm saying? Because sugar is man-made. Sugar is manufactured.
And
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's a drug.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
More addictive.
It's a drug. It's more addictive than crack. Yeah, you was absolutely right. Sugar is the most addictive substance on this earth. Sugar.
Then if the kids get it, like the scripture say, your kids are your oppressors. Your kids get a hold of that sugar. They at your can I have this cereal? Can I get this? It contains 95% sugar. Now you don't want to feel bad. So you go ahead and poison your own kids
to try to avoid that scene at Walmart. No, fuck you. Pull that shit out. I will mess you up.
Man. Like you gotta really be a parent, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like of course, you know what I'm saying, growing up with me, like I always like to talk about myself personally. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit of, it was like half and half. You know what I'm saying? So, once we really started making money, I went to the store. Like that's how I kind of got big growing up. The corner store was literally right behind my house. I went over there, bought chips. This is when chips was like $4 for $1. Honey buns was like what 35 cents, 50 cents. Man, I had like $5 in my pocket. I'm going about 4 bags of chips. And I used to drink them bottles of Fanta. I used to drink them bitches like water, man. Like I used to go to the store like 3 times a day. I go in there, come back, eat the chips, eat everything up, wait like $2 or $3, go back to the store, go buy some more candy and stuff, come back, eat it, play the game.
Not to mention if you got buddies, you sharing that.
Not to mention if you're getting high.
Yeah.
Now you're piling drugs on top of that sugar addiction. And man,
get you addicted to more and more sugar. Now you got the munchies.
Oh, you got the munchies. Oh man, that's the worst. Oh, that's the worst right there. Like you getting high, and then the munchies set in too. Like and you going to raiding the cabinet, eating all the cookies. You go into the store, you spending like $10 worth of stuff.
I smashed a bowl of cereal with spoiled milk once.
Oh my God.
Because I was hungry.
That's how your parents know you get high, right?
Right.
You start eating up all the stuff in the kitchen.
Like where all the ice cream sandwiches go? Yeah, my stomach. The whole box is in my stomach. Yeah. But yeah.
Be mindful. Get like I don't want to say. Get a second opinion on certain things. When it comes down to a medical diagnosis, don't just fucking go to WebMD, type in some shit. Because a headache could mean one of 1,000 different things. A little red mark on your skin, who the hell knows? You could have been allergic to, the dog or something like that. Don't try to self-diagnose. Be smart about this. We got brothers and sisters in the school, for example, that are wise on that track.
Yeah.
And that can, how would I say? Without certain backgrounds or credentials, like they're not even going to say for sure this and this is what's going on with you, and then this and this is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they can give a strong recommendation, and then you should be wise enough and humble enough to go research it. Take that in consideration. Talk with your medical practitioner about this stuff. Yeah. And if you don't like the vibe of that one, go get you another one. Go get you another one. Go check out another one. Like there are some legitimate, like actual sincere doctors out there, and dentists and pediatricians that do actually care. It's hard to kind of find the right one that's gonna be honest with you, that you can actually trust. But take the time, take the due diligence to go find that person, seek them out, and you're gonna have to get over your ego. A lot of people just ego gets in the way. It kept me back for a long time.
Yeah.
And if I could too. You parents out there, man, it's okay to be the undercover good bad guy, because you ultimately saving your kids from a lifelong addiction to sugar.
Yeah,
like you got to get that out early, because like the scripture say again, your kids are your oppressor because they get you in your head, am I being a bad parent?
Yeah,
it was this and that, because sometimes you have to be that authority figure ultimately.
Like now I think this day and age, it's actually worse. Like I make kids, little kids, man, that has like rotten teeth,
right?
To the point where like, damn, how much sugar are you consuming? On a daily basis. Like you gotta understand, man. Like right now, the Black and Hispanic household right now is just like failing. Like even to the point where women don't know how to shop good. Right. You go to the store, you buying groceries and you buying all the wrong stuff. Buying groceries and you're buying food that you can make and cook with your hands. You know what I'm saying? Over a stove. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or in an oven. You know what I'm saying? You're not buying stuff to put in a microwave and most of the time you're buying a bunch of snacks for your kids. You're buying a bunch of Frosted Flakes and honey buns. You're buying boxes of, and all your kids is doing is just eating the sugar. Without supervision, right. You just not caring.
And that's if your high ass didn't eat half of it already.
Right. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? I also want to mention, man, how important it is, especially for us men, to go to the doctor, man, get checked out, get looked at. Because a lot of us are dying and we're scared to go to the doctor. It could be something wrong, like when you get to the age of like 30 something, like 36 or 30, 35, 36 and stuff, you should be getting like regular, not 30, 35, 36, but like 40 or something like that. You should be getting regular prostate exams and stuff like that, man. Like right now, all the stuff we're eating, imagine the things that we eat and consume, or even in the world, like the drugs and stuff doing, like, you got to understand, it has a toll over your body over a period of time. Right. So it's important that you go to the doctor, get checked out, get a monthly physical, get monthly checkups, go to the doctor regularly, because a lot of us, like even like in my family, diabetes run rapid. My auntie, my dad and my auntie both passed because the diabetes was like left unchecked. They had to get their leg amputated, both of them had to get their leg amputated, had to go to the doctor. They was both for wheelchairs. and they definitely the quality of life, wasn't too good.
The most commonly consumed product in every black household that got to do with sugar, Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, they dump half of the thing in there.
Oh man!
And then it just tastes like a bowl of diabetes, a thing of diabetes. And when you think about 20 grams of sugar, like that's a lot. Like you're not gonna just sit there and eat a pile of 20 grams of sugar, but you're gonna dump it in your Kool-Aid. You're gonna eat a box of cereal that collectively 2 or 3 servings might have that much in there. And these kids, their bodies, their metabolism, 3, 4, 5 years old, it's not equipped to deal with all that, to process all that, to break it down effectively. That's why they be going, that shit crazy when they get that little sugar rush and they crash the fuck out. And that's why they a little eccentric at school. Like when I'm driving the school bus, they all hyped up in the morning, be off that breakfast. I'm like, save all that shit when you're a teacher. Hey, like go in that direction for it. But we absolutely can do better. The information is out there. The support systems are out there. Like you got people that you can lean on for that guidance, for that counsel. And if so for example, don't go again, Ecclesiasticus chapter 37. You can't go to certain people and ask certain advice about certain topics because it's just going to fuel their pockets. Don't go to a merchant when you're trying to ask about business advice because they're going to try to lead you into the direction that's going to benefit them. Don't go to a coward in a time of war because what the hell does he know about getting down anyway? He'll give you the answer on maybe how to avoid and escape. And
how about we just surrender?
Killed, right. Like save yourself. Fuck them, save yourself. But so be smart about this, man. And get that proper counsel, man. Like don't be afraid. Like Adam was saying too. Don't be afraid to get them checkups. Find out what the hell is going on. Like attack to that, and then you can share that with the other brothers around you, and we can start rebuilding. Think about that, rebuilding the community. If we could transform the north side,
transform the Milwaukee, man. The mindset.
It's crazy. That's a hard thing to do. It is. Get that sugar out the house first.
Yeah, man. No sugar. No sugar.
The diabetes, the complications of diabetes. And then we start tacking on. All right, once you get the sugar out, kick out that Christmas tree too. Now we got a whole nother fight on that. Right? It can be done.
Like on the whole topic of like sugar and whatnot, there's natural sugars. You know what I'm saying? You eat fruits. Fruits got natural like sugars. You know what I'm saying? That's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Grapes and stuff like that, and apples.
Like when I first tasted lemon, I thought that was just sugared out when it's just naturally sour.
Yeah, like watermelon. Like people is like me personally, like I guess I'm the only black person on the world, but I just don't like watermelon. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like chicken and watermelon. Like those are the two things where like I'm like I eat like 1 or 2 pieces of chicken. I'm like I can't eat chicken for another 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But like watermelon got them natural sugars, man. Like and watermelon is good for you. Watermelon is like 90% water, and like I need to definitely eat some. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody, Mariah said, especially that white sugar, And he said, "I love watermelon, sir." Damn. Hell yeah, man.
He said he don't trust you at the stage. I hear you, bro. I ain't watermelon, brother.
You know what I'm saying? But look, that's the time, man, for us right here today, man. Thanks for tuning in to Ton of Pressure Podcast, episode 18. You know what I'm saying? And look, and Mama Saw said, especially as you get older, do everything to stay healthy. It takes you longer to heal as you get older. Trust me, I know. Man, look, what did we say, man? Learn. The best lesson to learn is from someone else. Listen to this brother. Take this brother's counsel. You know what I'm saying? That's wisdom, what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for tuning in with us. Episode 18, episode 19 next week. We appreciate all the support that we get, man. The likes, the shares. appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in. We're trying to do everything we can to make the podcast even better.
Yes.
If y'all have any ideas, look, trust me, let us know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Text us. Send us a message on the messenger. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to Kamala Harris, treacherous, or traitorous, duplicitous, deceitful, double crossing, double dealing, two-faced, unreliable, fickle, seditious, treasonable, two-timing ass.
Damn.
I got a whole bunch of synonyms for this.
Damn.
What that said?
Yeah, man. If anybody want to say it, if anybody want to say anything else before we leave out, you know what I'm saying, go ahead.
Bro, gnarly, unreliable, unsafe, precarious.
All right, y'all. With that being said, shalom.
Shalom. Your mutinous, renegade, subversive, breakaway, backstabbing, untrue ass.